It goes by many names.
Some have named it the coronavirus. Some have referenced it by its medical name, COVID-19. And some have coined it as one of the most impactful global pandemics in our lifetime.
So far, it has infected nearly 110 million people and killed over 2.4 million. With the initial rollout of vaccines just starting now, the impact is still rising.
In this pandemic, we have seen some of the world's greatest entrepreneurs step up to help solve these problems and serve the world.
NASA has switched their focus into constructing much-needed ventilators.
New Balance has converted their shoe manufacturing facilities into creating masks for hospital care workers.
Alcoholic beverages like Minus has switched to mass-producing hand sanitizer.
Never before have we seen businesses pivot so quickly to respond to this growing global issue.
This is what true entrepreneurship looks like, and this is where we too have stepped up to the challenge. At Enactus Regina, as young entrepreneurial leaders and aspiring changemakers, we recognize these problems and see opportunities to take entrepreneurial action.
According to the World Health Organization, wearing a mask is one of the best preventive measures to limit the spread of COVID-19, especially in conjunction with the other practices that have been drummed into all of us for the past number of weeks.
But in early April 2020, with Canada's shortage of proper PPE equipment, providing self-protection mask equipment became a challenge for the nation as a whole.
In addition to this, Canada's economy was shut down, closing many businesses and laying off millions of people.
The effects of this economic shutdown snowballed into places like the Regina Food Bank, which saw a year-over-year growth of over 40% in their number of people that they were serving.
After hearing the social and economic issues, the Enactus Regina team rose to the challenge, and a social enterprise, SaskMask, was born.
SaskMask's mission is twofold, and it is not only helping to supply the country's demand for masks, but is also raising much-needed funds for local nonprofit organizations, such as
The YWCA Regina,
the Regina Food Bank,
the Carmichael Outreach,
the University of Regina Student Emergency Fund,
Variety, the Children's Charity,
Munch Missions Catering,
Autism Resource Center,
Family Service Regina,
Warman Child Care Center,
West Central Family Center,
Southwest Newcomer Welcome Center,
Lloydminster Rescue Squad,
and Hope's Home.
The homemade masks are sold for $20, with the net proceeds going towards the nonprofits. In efforts to meet the national demand, the core team, made up of 4 business students, grew their production team by 900% in just a few weeks, employing 36 seamstresses who had been laid off due to the pandemic, as well as recruiting community volunteers.
The design of the mask was found on an online YouTube video, which has been tested to be more effective in filtration than single-use surgical masks.
SaskMask's triple bottom line has positively impacted the nation socially, economically, and environmentally. While keeping socially distanced, SaskMask has managed to indirectly impact over 12,000 people by providing over 7,500 people with reusable, washable protective masks and over 12,000 people with a health education and safety information campaign on their various social media platforms. They have employed 36 seamstresses in the economically challenging times.
They have diverted over 1,000 meters of fabric from the landfill, equaling to 2.65 metric tons of CO2.
And finally, have donated over $51,500 of much-needed charity funds to help them achieve their mission.
SaskMask truly represent how Enactus Regina utilizes business innovation, leadership, and entrepreneurship, and has created lasting social, economic, and environmental impact after realizing that the time to act is now.
We are Enactus Regina, taking entrepreneurial action today to transform the world for a better tomorrow.